Every day, somewhere in the world, a human being disappears. Sometimes they are never found, but in the shadows of the black market, their bodies reappear, not as people, but as parts. This is the chilling business of human organ trafficking, a billion-dollar underground industry where human life is reduced to a price tag. Organ transplantation is one of modern medicine's greatest achievements. For a dying patient, a donated kidney, liver, or heart can mean a second chance at life. But where there is demand, there is also exploitation. And when hope runs out, desperation fuels a global black market. Across the world, hundreds of thousands of people wait for a life-saving organ transplant. For kidneys alone, the waiting list stretches well over 100,000 patients each year. But only a fraction of them ever receive one, because legal organs are in desperately short supply. Now, a question may arise in your mind: where do legal organs actually come from? There are only two main sources: from deceased donors who had chosen to give their organs after death, or from living donors, usually a family member, who volunteers to donate a kidney or a portion of their liver. But here is the main problem: very few people agree to donate after death. Families often refuse consent. Cultural and religious taboos prevent donation, and the medical process of recovering organs is complex and heavily regulated. This means that while the demand keeps rising, the legal supply remains far too small, barely half of what is needed. For patients on the waiting list, every day becomes a countdown to death. Imagine a man in the United States suffering from kidney failure. His doctor tells him the average wait time for a transplant is 5 years, but he knows he may not survive even one. So what does he do? When hope runs out on the legal path, desperation leads him straight into the shadows of the black market. And this is where black marketers take advantage. Organ trafficking operates through a brutal chain, each link carefully connected, each player knowing their role. Step 1. Targeting the victims. The victims are usually society's most vulnerable. Poor villagers struggling with debt, refugees displaced by war, migrant workers without legal protection, even kidnapped children or missing young men. Traffickers lure them with promises: "We'll get you a job abroad, just a medical test for a visa," or simply with the temptation of money: one kidney, $10,000. But the truth is harsh. Most receive only a fraction of that money, while the traffickers and syndicates take the rest. Step 2. From brokers to clinics. Brokers don't work alone. Behind them stands a network of corrupt doctors and secret clinics. The victim is transported to the city, provided with fake documents, and then handed over to medical teams. Surgeries are performed either in legitimate hospitals where bribes secure access, or in hidden operating rooms set up in rented apartments. Step 3. The buyer's wealthy patients never approach brokers directly. Instead, they are introduced through corrupt doctors or private clinics who quietly whisper the alternative: "If you can't wait on the official list, there's another way." That is how desperate patients from the United States, Europe, or the Gulf are linked to the trafficking chain. For them, an entire package is arranged: the surgery, accommodation, visas, even airport pickup. The cost? Anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 for a single kidney. These are managed from underdeveloped countries. Now comes the story from India, a scandal that shook the entire world. In 2008, in the city of Gurgaon near New Delhi, police uncovered a horrifying network where unsuspecting people were lured with job offers only to have their kidneys stolen. Imagine this. Nearly 500 victims were trapped in this racket. Some believed they were getting a medical test for a visa. Others thought they were being offered employment abroad. But in the end, they woke up on an operating table to find a kidney missing from their body. Those kidneys were then sold to wealthy foreign patients from the United States, Europe, Saudi Arabia, even Greece. The victims received only a few $100s, while brokers and syndicates pocketed tens of thousands. At the center of it all was one man, Dr. Amit Kumar. The media branded him the kidney thief doctor. He had built an empire where human bodies were reduced to commodities. When this network was finally exposed, the world realized something chilling. The kidney thief was not just a rumor, but a terrifying reality. A world where the poor lose their health, so the rich can buy more time. The kidney thief scandal in India was not an isolated case. From Kosovo to Egypt, from China to Kenya, every corner of the world has witnessed the dark trade of human organs. Each story reveals the same brutal truth. Where there is desperation, there will be exploitation. To a trafficker, a kidney may be worth $50, $100, even $150,000. But to the victim, it means losing health, and too often, losing life itself. Governments pass stricter laws. Police conduct raids. International agencies publish reports. Yet the trade survives, fueled by one unstoppable force: demand. Every year, hundreds of thousands wait for an organ that may never come. The poor are exploited, the rich are saved, and the cycle of inequality continues. So what is the way forward? First, we must spread awareness about organ donation so that more people agree to donate after death. Second, governments must enforce stronger regulations, ensuring no hospital or doctor can exploit the vulnerable. And most importantly, with laws, technology, and international cooperation, we must break the chains of trafficking. The trade will only end when every patient has equal access to legal transplants. The question is, are we ready to build that world?